know this, Uncle Tom?
Listen, sucker. I'm blacker than the ace of spades and more militant than you and your whole damn army put together. And while you out there chanting at rallies and browbeating politicians, I'm taking out any money front sucker on a Hummel that gets in my way. So I tell you what, when your so-called revolution starts, you call me, and I'll be right down front showing you how it's done. But until then, you need to shut the fuck up when grown folks is talking.
What up, world? It's your boy, Coolie Man.
We got AK the Chief in the building.
And y'all know what it is. It's time to plug them headphones in, put the kids to bed, and let's begin to listen. It's grown-ups talk. Today we're gonna talk about decisions. We all gotta make them. Who's to say if they right or wrong? But we're gonna talk about it today. Let's go.
What up, world? What's going on with y'all?
Shit, what up, AK?
Shit, can't call it. What up, Jonesy?
Everything's everything.
Shit, glad to see you up in here. Know what I mean, long time supporter, fucking with us. We fucking with you. Know what I mean?
Definitely appreciate the support.
Definitely do. And y'all know what part of the show this is. This part of the show is dedicated to you. To everybody that's fucking with us on Monday as we're dropping the audios, and everybody that's fucking with us on Wednesday as we're dropping those visuals. And if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, y'all know what the Mondays and the Fridays looking like. We fucking with y'all because y'all fucking with us. It take a special type of you to appreciate a special type of us, and we appreciate that.
Facts. And you already know what time of the show this is. If you don't know my motto, like, share, and follow. If you didn't do it,
do it.
Do it. Tell a friend.
And do it again. And y'all
it.
stop acting all fucking stink. If you on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, iHeartRadio, anywhere where you can put our name in the motherfucking search engine.
What to do?
And Grown Ups Talk Podcast pop
what
up.
To do?
I need y'all to hit that motherfucking link.
Let's get it.
Hey yo, I don't know if you know, but I know. I mean, yeah, fuck it. AK, you know. Alright, so if y'all don't know and y'all listening, we are on iHeartRadio, right? We are a podcast up there, right? The podcast awards are coming up, right?
Facts.
And you
Vote.
can put us up there, know what I mean? Get our votes up there, know what I mean? Make them votes count.
Do your thing. If you support us, we support you. You already know what we do.
Right, know what I mean?
Oh yeah, we definitely gotta do that.
Yeah, we definitely gotta make that happen. Like, know what I mean? We up there from the small town of New Haven, Connecticut.
Hometown support,
Right.
That's
it. Let's
gotta
hold
make
it
that
down
happen,
for each other,
know what I mean?
man.
Y'all can fuck around and shop the foundation. Everybody might not know about us, but we can make those numbers count and make them eyes draw this way. You feel me?
Facts.
All facts.
But shit. So y'all all, I mean, we heard the motherfucking the intro. We're gonna talk about decisions, right? So,
Okay.
I mean, scrolling through social media, y'all always giving us some shit. Know what I mean?
Getting mad ammo.
Definitely.
Right. Know what I mean? But yeah, I came across something where I came across two things. You feel me? I seen a little a video where there was some cops that was trying to arrest a parent, and the parent had their baby in her arms. Like, she had the baby in her arms, and they ripped the baby out of her arms just to arrest her. Like, you feel me? The baby was 1 year old. So all three of us being parents, you feel me? I felt it was right for us to just chime in a little bit on our opinions of it.
Absolutely.
Let me know what y'all thinking.
Man, first of all, don't do crimes with your kids around, man. Like,
there you go.
Don't put your babies in no type of harm, man. Like, she was kind of wrong for that.
Word.
For even putting her child in that situation. You already know how the police is.
We already
know how that is.
First of all, that's exactly my point. Now, if you're gonna do anything, now regardless if you did it that day or not, and then, you know what I mean, the day that the police approach you, you got your kid, and that same day you didn't commit your crime, but you know you got your kid with you. Me personally, it's only right to gracefully bow out.
You gotta
right.
You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure, you know, the authority is going to take care of the whole situation with the kids or whatever it call, whoever needs to call. You know what I mean? Post the next of kin, and get things arranged for you to whatever. But there's no reason to put your child through any type of trauma or, You know what I mean? That shit goes a long way. I don't know how old the baby was or
Yeah,
the
nah,
child was.
in the caption of it all, it was saying that the baby was 1.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's not.
And the baby could have been 1, 5, 7.
Right.
Right, it don't even matter.
Yeah,
Baby.
the baby ain't gonna remember anything, but it's just the principle of the.
No, I ain't talking about remembering. Yeah, like I don't care how old.
No,
you is.
right.
Don't put your baby in.
No, that's harm's way. Like, you don't want to risk your baby getting this. You know what I mean?
Anything.
Right.
Ever.
But I was thinking more terms, the baby being older and be able to, respond to any trauma put forth during that situation.
Yeah, so when I seen it, I was thinking automatically, like, I mean, it's a 1-year-old baby, like, you feel me, super fragile, like, I mean, so to handle with that, I understand you got to make the arrest, I understand you got to do your job, but to handle the baby in that manner, I mean, and the parent in that situation, holding the baby so fucking tight that's what they got to do, like. You can fuck around and hurt the baby, break
Absolutely.
a bone, or I mean.
Do you know what the crime? Do you know what the crime was?
Nah, don't.
See, I'll put money on 9 times in 10. That shit wasn't that serious.
Yeah, real shit.
Right.
Real shit.
That's
Real
what I'm
shit.
saying.
Maybe
If the crime was that serious, that's my point. Like, if she was armed robber,
for murder or something.
you want to restrain that suspect.
Right.
I mean, with any type of force is possible. But
Right.
if she's just doing some petty shoplifting or fraud or any type of white collar crime or not even necessarily white collar, but
just any petty ass crime.
Any petty crime, right? I
She
mean,
probably
it's unnecessary.
A fucking warrant for missing court or some dumb shit like that. I mean, but nevertheless, I mean, like y'all was saying, like the parent in that situation, you should just gracefully bow out. Like, I mean, like, all right, listen, let me make sure.
Let me make these phone calls.
Yeah. So, I mean, my auntie, cousin, brother, somebody gonna come get this baby real quick and make sure that my baby's safe instead of clenching onto the baby so tight. Like, I mean that. They gotta pry the baby out of your arms, like you automatically putting your baby at crazy risk, like
purposely.
Because and all of that. What if they would have hit the baby in the head or some shit? Then that's brain damage. What if they would have pulled the baby too hard? Then that's a broken ligament. Like I mean, like it's just mad different things that's in there. Like you feel me? But the cops, like I mean, I feel like the cops could have negotiated. Like yo, listen, you're getting arrested. But we gotta make sure that the baby is safe. Like, don't do this to your child. Like, you feel me?
It's 2 things that I wanted to bring point because when I saw that video, I think you're talking about it was male cops that
it was two
right?
Caucasian male cops.
Damn. So
Go ahead.
With that being said, the 2 Caucasian males apprehended the female, black female or whatever the case may be, and. You would think that they would call back up to a woman to, apprehend her. With that being said, that wasn't the case. And for them not to, because it doesn't look like they tried to talk or de-escalate the situation. They went straight into the situation and try to. Just arrest her. They was just trying to force her down because I'm not sure if this is the same video at the same time.
It sounds like it so far.
They like kind of in the subway area. And they forced her down. But both parties was wrong. But I think the police. And it's very rare that I side with the police, but
the police did they did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah, like not what they were supposed to do, but that's their job. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I mean, there's a criminal, and they're supposed to apprehend.
Yeah, we can't go. The cop can't go. Oh, because you got your baby in your hand.
Right.
You got to pass. I'll give you a free pass. Yeah, I got you next time though. Next time I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, and I think that's what she was trying to use as a safety net. Use her baby as a safety net and put him in front of all that, which was a bad idea on her behalf because like Cooley said, you could have caused all type of harm to
and
the
then,
baby.
And then she would have went crazy on the police. Oh, look what y'all did to my, look what y'all did to my
Exactly.
baby.
Exactly.
Nah, you did that.
You're making it worse with the people recording and everything. They
Right.
seeing the baby, being wrestled or being in between all the commotion and shit.
Right.
And they concerned as well. So
That's the thing though. When you see that, first of all, it's two Caucasian cops. It's an African American lady with
Where was it at?
It didn't say. No, it didn't say. It just. They shared it saying, "Oh, look at the cops." Doing this, but they not looking at the full picture. Like both sides is wrong.
No, both sides is definitely
Point blank.
wrong.
Period. Both sides is wrong. For one, they wrong for handling a female like that, a female with a baby like that, and just going about it the way they went about it. She wrong for putting her child in that type of predicament. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
They gotta make the arrest. They're gonna make the arrest regardless, and obviously they're gonna go to any lengths to do it. So why put your baby in that harm? You feel me?
exactly.
Period. That shit. I don't know. That's just how I see it. They both wrong.
Some people parenting skills is definitely
In question.
definitely up for question.
Right.
My question is this. So we all agree that was wrong. She should never, put her babies on harm risk.
Right.
And we also agree that the police was wrong as well. But so, what if the baby was a little bit older, able to comprehend and
Understand
what's going on, and then later register it and possibly have trauma.
No, facts.
Yeah,
Bro, that
due
can
to
happen.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess my question is, whose fault would it be? Would it be the mother for holding so tightly to the baby, or the police for?
Now at that point, if I believe if the child is a little older and can register everything, that's Mom Duke's fault.
Okay.
You put
because at that point, the child would
the
understand.
child, and the child probably want to go fight the police from what they already see. But you just put me in this type of situation,
Right.
Mom.
Right.
So now I'm going.
And if the police trying to make the arrest and Mom Dukes just snatch up, if say they 6-7 years old, snatch up the 6-7 year old and you holding them, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, what you doing, man?
What you doing?
Yeah.
Just go with them. I can call auntie because at that
Some
point,
people, some kids
I
be,
call
some kids.
auntie.
No, but
Yeah.
Mark, some.
But then you
Some
see
kids,
Mom,
you
see
gotta
Mom.
protect your
Yeah,
mom.
yeah, yeah.
No. That's where I was going.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, you can't see, man. Listen.
Yeah, because
Right.
at that
I
age,
don't
I wouldn't agree with no police officer.
Yeah, no.
If you trying to come grab my mom, even if my mom wrong, I'm like, yo, she right.
She right to
Right.
me.
Yeah, to me.
Right.
Like I'm trying to go with her. Like, yo,
No.
get off of her.
That's
Like,
all-
know what I mean?
That's
Yeah.
all facts.
So it's kind of conflicting to the child at that point, at that age.
But I guarantee you that child in that age ain't gonna want to be snatched up to the point where he wrestled down or she wrestled down to the ground too, and have to be snatched away from their mom. 9 times out of 10, they gonna try to argue.
I was ready to die for my mom. Anything go down, you
Yo,
think
hold
my
on.
mom?
I'm about to say, Cooley, I don't know, man. Listen. I ain't gonna say my daughter she talked back to my mother one day, right? My mother called me. So you know what? I beat up little Keith. So listen, everything go for Mom Dukes, man. Listen.
Fucking trying to play devil's advocate.
I'm just saying, come on, cause Mom Dukes get it all.
Yeah, definitely. It's always
Facts, so you gotta ride
It's
for that.
always on go for Mom Dukes. Understandable. But if it's
Sometimes you could be wrong though.
No, she could be dirty.
Yeah,
She could be wrong.
But
But I know as a son, you definitely.
yeah,
That shit ain't
definitely.
Because
No question.
I know Deborah Dime, for my mother, I was very overprotective. She literally, in front of her siblings, her sisters, couldn't, get undressed or anything. I mentioned
You
this
going
in-
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in
Mom, what
previous
you
episodes.
doing? What you doing?
I couldn't take it. Yo,
Yeah.
as a youth, real young, super
See,
young. And
Mom
I
Dukes
couldn't.
had to tell you, you're not my dad, you my
Right,
son.
and that's
Mom used to do that
exactly her
all the
words. Like,
time.
yo, listen, my dad lived on 33 Button.
Right,
Like,
right.
yo, that's her first. That's what she said to me. But me at 4 or 5 years old, hey,
Like, hey.
not in front of my aunt.
Even though those are your sisters, I don't care.
right.
Facts. protect.
I can take it slow. I can understand a child being traumatized by the commotion going on. If your mom going against the grain and she knows she's wrong and she's fighting the police and she should be rightfully apprehended and bow out gracefully, then I think she's basically causing the trauma on her own on her own child. So, I mean.
And just to talk about last week, how y'all had the episode last week on drugs and stuff, like this is why, remember I was saying, this is how some kids be traumatized, like at an early age, like little stuff like that, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
You never know, and people self-medicate themselves and all that, like, so, yeah, the lady was wrong.
Nah, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, she put her child down in harm's way, and not to say that the police is right, and
No,
I mean, but she could have handled the situation better. Even if she didn't want to go to jail, that's not the right situation, or that's not the right.
That's not the way.
That's not the right way. Exactly, to put your child and use your child as a body armor, and that should just take me to. Everybody saw New Jack City.
Yeah, when we was running around, I said,
that's what I thought too. Like, she did some New Jack City shit. Like, put the baby in harm's way. Yeah, like, nah, that's some coward shit.
Real, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, she took the fucking. I don't want to judge her. I don't want to. I don't know what she was charged with. Like, even that. Still isn't a justification, but still, I don't want to judge her. Like, I don't want to say she took the coward's way out, but you don't.
I gotta call spade a spade.
Okay, I'm gonna say square. I understand.
That was definitely cowardly.
So let me ask y'all. You feel me? It was another thing I seen up there. It was a husband. Right.
I'm gonna take a shot for this one. This one right here. This touchy.
Since we talking about the love and all that for Mom Dukes, is always on go for Mom Dukes and all that. It was a husband that his wife was pregnant. You feel me? She went into labor, and it was she was hemorrhaging. Like, you feel me? Like, and the doctors came to him like, what do we do? You got two options. You save you save your wife and lose the baby, or you save the baby and you lose your wife.
That's a tough decision. You want to go or?
Hold on. I'm gonna let y'all know.
You got some more details.
So yeah, just to let y'all know what his decision was. You feel me? And he justified his decision. You feel me? So he went with saving the baby and letting his wife go on. You feel me? So he did that because
that's what his wife would want.
Right. He said that I did what I felt my wife would want done. You feel me? She would want to go on and save the baby because then it's still a piece of her here. So he went on and said save the baby, and we're just gonna have to.
Okay, with that being said, I didn't know that part.
That part right there was that part right there.
So let me just jump. Go ahead. Right here. So me personally. Right.
Go ahead. Talk
anything is possible. So with that being said, at that point, at that time, it doesn't matter what me and my wife discuss. Because I feel like, not to take anything away from my child, my seed, my loin, but you know what I'm saying? We can always make or recreate. Recreate
I'm gonna let you
this situation right here.
Boy, oh boy, I'm walking a thin line with
now, right. Like, so this is me personally. Like, I just feel like that's my seed. You know what I mean? And though I would not have the chance to enjoy my, my seed growing up and coming into this world, but my wife, my creator, my other half is, that's my other half.
Yeah. So
to choose between my seed and my wife, me personally, I'll probably have to choose my wife.
And that's not a bad. I mean, I totally understand what you say. So we could me and my wife we could recreate this again.
Right.
Maybe not this again, but we could
right. That's
do this again.
that's my point. And like, not to take away anything from my unborn child, or I mean, the child that didn't have a chance to, enjoy his life, but this is something that been set in stone. So I don't know. I don't want to, like, it takes, for certain people, it takes a lifetime to define your other half.
Right.
So, I mean, and for me speaking, I'm single. And
Talk
I mean,
talk. Hold on, let's take a shot to being single.
There you go. Oh, listen, I'm 31 years old, so
you can't
listen, I haven't found my wife yet. So, I mean, with that being said, the day that I do find my wife, however long it took me that long to find my wife.
Right.
So, who's to say if it take longer or just the most?
Yeah, and do you try to create that again with somebody else? Like,
right, and then you think about all your time that you had, all the good times, all the bad times that you had with your previous wife, and it ain't like you lost this person on some bad terms. It's horrible terms.
So let me ask you this one, right? So is it the time that, because the baby is like, you really didn't get the chance to rock out with your baby and create memories and do all that, but you did with your wife, or is it just because what is the defining part of it for you?
It's the simple fact that me and my wife, we created that, and I feel like we should enjoy our creation. So, I mean,
if enjoy that creation without her is
pointless. We sat down and we laid down and we created this child, but I'm the only one that can reap the benefits.
Right.
It's kind of selfish on my part.
I knew you was gonna say that. Like the first word popped in my head when you said that. Go ahead.
No, seriously, it's selfish on my part to say, okay, I'm gonna enjoy this life over yours, when there's still an option to recreate. Even though, I mean, this child was fully developed and pretty much ready to be conceived.
Right. Definitely ready to be conceived. Yep.
But at the same time,
they didn't live yet. I get what you're saying. Like, they didn't live yet.
I
you don't want to sound rude. You don't want to sound like an asshole.
But at the same time, it haven't experienced or anything, right? So it isn't. Exactly. So, I mean, it's kind of selfish on our behalf or my behalf to want to recreate. But at the same time, I feel like it would be even more selfish to take a full life to recreate your life.
True.
So that's my personal opinion.
Jonesy, how you feeling, Jonesy?
All right, so mine is I'm with Keem on that too, but I just I'm an overthinker.
Okay.
Like, I overthink. So what if we chose to save our wives, right?
Right.
And the same shit happened again.
Second time around.
Second time around now.
Or what if that was the only shot you had?
Or what if now you can never have no more kids?
Right, because of how bad she is.
I mean, it's always adoption, always other.
I would settle for not be able to recreate. Like, I mean, like you said, it's always adoptions. Always it would options to, if it's not my blood, to raise.
Bro, you can put your seed in somebody else, and
absolutely, there's different ways.
Or she might still create eggs, but she just can't carry them.
So Dwayne Wade wife, Gabrielle Union.
Right. So, I mean, it's different options or whatever. We'll probably, search for veritable options. But in the midst of the moment, I will always, I got to choose my wife, because it's not that I don't love my child, the 9 months of it, if it's being developed, but it's just
I love my wife.
Right, I'm in love. Excuse me, I'm in love.
Yeah.
I'm
I
in
love
love.
the fact. I love the fact of this whole process, this whole 9 months. Like this, everyone watching you, your belly did it.
Right.
I'm in love with you.
Exactly.
Right,
So
right.
I didn't meet them yet.
Right.
So
So
I
that's
mean,
kind of like not selfish, but I get it. No, this is a topic.
nah.
This is a topic.
Definitely. Like, and you know, but at the same time, I don't take away anything from homeboy that chose his child over his wife.
Right.
Because I mean,
But
that's
you know how
that's his
hard
seed.
that is, though.
Bruh.
Cause now, you, like growing up, right? Boom. So now he has to take care of his. Right. As a man,
I
you
did that for years. Yeah.
high five.
Real shit.
But now, like, it's a hard conversation probably, like, when the child gets older, like, and you want to talk to them and tell them what happened to your mom. Like,
Absolutely.
"Man, you chose me over mom."
And
Like,
you know, the funny thing is, I'm not sure if there was any options back in the day, but my
no, St. Rayfield's is like that, bro. They said St.
Oh, yeah, St. Rayfield's
used to be
would
like
choose.
that.
Yeah,
They made
yeah.
them choose, and that shit's horrible.
Right.
Man.
But my
Save
grandmother,
everybody.
my grandmother,
That's what I was gonna go with it.
she was the baby child, and her mother passed away. I'm not for sure she even feel comfortable with me talking about this, but she, you know what I mean, she told me this as a youth, but her mother passed away giving birth to her, and like
She feels some type of way a little
she,
bit.
yeah, I can tell she never
She never said it, but
right,
you
but
can sense it.
yeah, I can sense it. Like
my mother not here because of me.
right, and
People think
then.
about that, that's all.
Her father and then her sisters and her siblings and everything. It's not like she feel like they blame her. That's not exactly what she said.
But they act a certain way.
right. She told me something like, I mean, yeah, like
she
they
could
give her,
feel she could feel the resentment. Yeah, the tension
Right.
was there.
because I mean she was the one. I
Right.
mean to I guess take away their mom. And
Right.
she never got the chance to enjoy her mom or
Yeah,
you know,
she never met my
Right,
Right.
right. So, I mean, I'm not sure if it's selfish on the siblings' behalf for making her feel like that.
No, they dead wrong.
Or-
yeah, piece of shit. No,
yeah.
they piece of shit.
Yeah.
We gonna judge. No. We gonna judge on this one.
Yeah.
Listen,
nah.
I don't want to do that. That's my family. I can't.
Oh, I'm sorry. Shout out to family. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
Like, listen.
I'm sorry.
From the outside looking in, like I don't mind it. I bring it to the table, so y'all have the
No,
opportunity to judge.
But
But yeah. But I mean, me personally, I never was in the favor to, or I didn't never feel like I was
in a position.
in a
to
position,
judge,
to judge.
Yeah, for what?
To, you know what I mean? But yeah, that actually happened, and you know, in
Yeah,
my
but
family.
that happens a lot more often. I mean, with our people, like period, like they, even with Serena Williams just having her baby, like you feel me, they was trying to give her like less treatment than what they was giving any other race, like you feel me, like when
and she's rich.
right, you feel me, all this money.
Husband's super rich.
Right,
Like,
she's the number one tennis player in the world. Like you feel me, like she's killing everything. Everybody know who the fuck she is. Like,
But she
and they,
can't get the-
yeah, she can't get the top notch. I'm gonna make sure you survive through this type of fucking delivery.
Gotcha.
She had a little bit of complications, and she had to be on their ass to get what she needed. Like you feel me?
That's
Our-
ridiculous.
yeah, but it's studies that's out here. Like they tend to treat African American women way less of like they give them less treatment and attention
You know what it-
when they on the table delivering the baby. Like you feel me? Caucasian, any other race, they get all the attention in the world.
But you know, I think that's some complete bullshit when they taking the African American placentas and
Right.
No, you're doing all.
all
Yeah.
the type of, like, you want to study.
You want to do studies on our shit,
Right.
But we can't get the.
Exactly, but
Right.
you can't get the treatment to help us survive or
Right.
you can make it through the situation.
Right.
But you want to do all the type of studies and shit once I die, and even if I give birth and live and my child live, you still take my placenta and
Right.
to research it
To
and
do
Right.
what though? Eh? What are you doing with my shit?
Right.
Exactly, and
all of the DNA and
Let me
all
tell
of the major shit that comes from anything of us, period,
I ain't gonna
is
tell you
right
my
in that.
conspiracy.
Is right in
I
that.
wanna hear
Oh,
it.
they
You
cloning.
want-
They cloning.
So-
That's what you're
No,
doing?
I don't think they clone it. But you know
Oh.
what I think they doing? Excuse me, Cooley.
They creating X-Men.
No.
Let's go now.
We got-
I think they actually using our placenta or African American placentas to help treat and fight off
What is the
their
name?
deadly diseases and
I can't
cancers and all that shit.
I
Like,
can't remember the lady name.
it's
but
because it's a
a
lady.
movie. It's a movie on HBO. I can't remember.
I didn't see the
name.
movie, but I read it. I read
The book.
that. I read that same exact thing where it's a lady. I forgot her name as well.
But from the '60s, they
But
took
she was a black lady. Where
Mhm.
what they did was she was ill. And they took her organs or something, and
Mhm.
they created
a cure.
a cure for
A lot of shit.
Right,
A lot of shit.
Right. You can't pinpoint one thing, but with her blood or whatever the case, whatever they took from her, they created a cure for a lot of shit, and they never created. Well,
I know. You know what? It was the same exact shit. She died giving birth. And
oh
they took the
exactly,
umbilical cord.
exactly.
They
Her
took
placenta,
the
her placenta.
and they took all of that, and then from that they've been using the cells in there to cure certain types of cancers.
Exactly, and
all types of
never
shit.
name. You know how they, when you come up with a cure or something,
Yeah,
they
'cause
name.
this was in the 50s or 60s, so they
Yeah,
wasn't
they
giving no.
name it after the doctor
Yeah.
or whatever. They didn't name it after the person that actually had
They still using that her tissue to this day for stuff like.
the shit that she had in her like.
Yeah,
But
that's
but that's what I find unique because they would never, to me personally, and I'm not prejudiced in no form, shape, or way. And
nah,
like
but they're
that.
gonna use us.
Right. They would. Me personally, I don't think they would never find nothing like that in a Caucasian person.
European,
Yeah. Or any like
don't
I mean,
matter.
they wouldn't find the cure for anything in
Any other race.
any other race.
All
Then-
life comes from
Because we've been here. Everybody know black is dominant.
yeah.
Definitely.
Black is dominant.
Mm-hmm.
Like I mean, so you can't if you take the color black, you can't. Well, all right. I'm gonna say this.
Talk your shit, King. Let's go. Talk your shit. I hear it coming, though.
You take the color white, right? You take
You
the
can
color
make
white,
mad colors on that shit.
right?
That's why I said talk your shit.
So
I hear it coming.
I mean, but you take black. You add anything to black, it's black. It's black.
Yeah.
But I mean, and then at the same time, a black couple can have
And
all
brown
types
baby.
of different
Yeah.
colors of
Light skin.
right,
Brown
right, all that.
All that shit.
Like
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
so that's white. So
You said hello world.
so
Hey.
I mean, you can't take two white or two Caucasian people and make
A brown baby.
Dark
anything
skin
of
baby.
color.
If they got a dark skinned baby, surely cheated.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So that goes to show you right there. And then not the fact of the melanin, I mean, in our skin protect us from the sun.
And all that.
Like I mean,
Yeah.
that goes to show you.
But y'all, what I want y'all to do, right? I'm not gonna go into numbers, but I look up this shit. I study this shit all day, every day. Like you feel me? Like little bits and pieces of it. But if you look at how much melanin is being traded for on the fucking stock market right now, it'll blow your mind. bro.
Right, and they
Time
sell
out,
they.
time out. I'm low. You already blew my mind.
Oh,
Yeah.
you didn't know that?
We selling melanin?
Oh, bro.
Bro, we sell the melanin, livers, kidneys.
Bro,
Everything
you
the African American.
if on your license right now, you got that thing up there that says
Okay,
you're
well,
organ
I'm a
donor.
kidney donor. I mean, I'm an organ donor because I gave my sister a kidney
Right.
back
Right,
in
right,
08.
right,
So
right.
like, I, in my mind, I always like it, I don't mind.
Black organs.
Good
go-
intentions.
Like, you know
Good
what I'm saying?
intentions?
That's just me. But
Right.
but if I start going deeper with
Black
like, what
organs
they gonna
go
do?
for-
Okay.
Bro,
on a higher market, and then the crazy thing about it, they got a black market for the internet.
Yeah,
So where you can buy
Black
body parts
bro, they doing
in all types of crazy
They-
shit. So
they doing
and black-
penis transactions right now, bro. Like
Yeah.
they'll kill an African American male and do a penis transportation or whatever, however you want to call that. Like they will take
That's true.
whatever race it is. Know what I mean, you feel me? Whatever race, it don't have to just be Caucasian.
That's some get out shit.
Yeah, but they'll
Sunken
they'll
penis.
cut,
Yeah.
they'll cut off. Say it was me. They'll cut off my penis and put it on another body, and then it'll be fully functional for them. So my body will be gone, but my penis will
Your
live
penis
on.
is still living.
And they'll be using it to impregnate their wives or fuck all the hoes or whatever they want to
Because
do.
they want
Because they want,
bigger.
yeah, you
Look.
feel me? Or
Goddamn, my penis is out here still living on me. Goddamn.
Still
I'm
putting
there,
in
my
work.
shit still working.
it's down to that minute of an issue, like you feel me? But I know we got off subject from the whole.
No, we did,
Yeah,
but
it-
it's the same. It's
Yeah,
all. It's all in the
yeah,
same. It's
you
all
feel
in
me?
the same.
It's all
the
there.
same.
It's all in the mixing pot. But I mean, it's just crazy how for our race, like I mean, be it me being light skinned, I know you're gonna see this and like, what the fuck he talking about? Listen, my daddy blacker than half of y'all did. I was looking at this shit. Listen,
He ain't white.
I know him. I knew him. That's a trust me.
either way, you feel me? The fact that we gotta go through all of that, or they're doing so much to us, like. This how dominant we are, like you feel me. We've been here the longest. You feel me?
Nah,
they've
facts.
been taking us out, or in their mind they've been taking us out for the longest.
Mm-hmm.
We've been taking each other out for the longest.
too.
But if you look at statistics right now, we're outliving the same people that's trying to take us out.
All right, so with that point being spoken, right? Now, me personally, because that's their goal to eliminate our
Eliminate
race.
our
Right.
So
But they want to be us though.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. At the same
Yeah.
time, they want to be us, but they want to eliminate us.
How that work?
But me personally, like I said, black is dominant. You can't get rid of the dominant species. Me personally, I think, because a lot of the Caucasian race got some African American in them.
Yeah,
Like,
and they have
They
no
don't
idea.
need it.
right. So, me personally, that's what's keeping them alive. That's personally
That's
because
a point that
it's
could
a
be,
lot
it
of
could be made. I like
if
where we're going with that.
the sun give you cancer and all types of, like you ain't supposed to be here.
Listen, you from the Caucasus
No,
Mountains,
right.
and you bring your ass
Right,
back.
right.
I'm sorry, we might
Yeah,
get.
I'm not trying to be racist.
No, we ain't playing for the
We got a
racist.
lot of-
No.
Caucasian fans and.
I want to shout out to that pint of Henny you had before we
I
started.
said,
Shout out,
and these
shout
2
out.
pints of Ciroc
these
for
two
you.
pints of Ciroc. Shout out to you. Y'all got some really good
Nah, yeah,
products.
that's what I said. I just want to come
So,
up here, talk.
all right, let me-
Come up
so-
here, talk.
All right, let me continue
Yeah, feel me.
with the shouts out to them.
I know one.
Cooley booming.
Cooley booming right
Cooley
now.
booming. So I mean, with that being said, like it's kind of hard for me, like I guess personal opinion, to eliminate our race, even though that's the mission, and for us to be such a minority, we hold a big ass influence on the world. Like I mean, music, fashion.
Food.
Food,
Throw that out there. 'Cause I'm throw that out there. Like,
now,
they
first
love
of all,
our food. Like facts.
Now,
Like, they-
without any, now this is a fact for real. Like any African American descent, there will be no seasoning.
None.
Like none at all.
None.
This is a fact for
This is a
real.
fact. No,
Like
you're
I mean,
right.
yeah. So we created or we brought over seasoning. Your shit would be bland as fuck.
Let me just keep drinking.
Your shit would be bland as
Also,
fuck.
we
So
talking that talk.
One
I
nigga
mean-
say your shit will be
right,
Blah,
and,
blah,
and, and this
blah,
is
blah,
not
blah.
my race is better than yours. It's just we've been hearing
Facts.
your race is better than ours for so long.
It's
So
just
it
facts.
ain't. I mean, if I got a platform to speak the truth, then why not do it?
right,
Why not do it?
right.
I mean,
right.
so if
Right.
you're feeling offended, fuck you.
I was about to say,
That's it. Fuck
In
you.
the words
look,
of Dutch,
unlike, unshare.
Yeah,
not for
that's
you.
that's
Same
it.
for
Like,
you.
I mean,
Same for you.
we appreciate all our grown up yins and everything like that,
For real,
but
for real.
this
We're not
is
trying
some
to offend
real
nobody.
shit. You gotta appreciate the real. And if you don't, you just fake.
And that's what this whole podcast is based
Mm-hmm.
upon. Like, you feel me? We're going to speak facts, we're going to speak truth, and we're going to give it to you raw and uncut. The same way you will be in your little silos and you talking your talk about whatever you talking about. This
Yeah,
is just
same-
our
it's the
silo,
same-
and this is
it's
what
the
the fuck
same
we
thing.
talking about. You feel me?
Absolutely. I ain't want to get too
We
deep
ain't,
in
we,
that
ain't,
shit.
we ain't start the episode want to get this deep on y'all,
Go
but it
on.
just
Facts. facts. Number one, white people.
Nah, it ain't that.
We ain't do that. It just so happened to segue into
Right.
other shit. Like,
You feel me?
It ain't our fault.
it ain't our fault. It ain't our fault that y'all doctors, y'all
Right.
trying,
We
y'all
ain't
give
do
us the options of what, cause we gonna go back to what we was talking about.
Right.
Y'all give us the options to kill our wife or kill our goddamn baby.
Yeah.
No, save everybody, goddamn it. That's
Because
what the fuck we talking about, man.
to bring it all back, like, you feel
Alright.
me? That's what was gonna be my thing. Like, you feel me? I was gonna ask like the doctor, like, what would be the option of saving them both? Like, what would happen? Like, you feel me? What like, all right,
Like,
so
how hard would that be?
right? Like, I mean, how like.
How
Do you
complicated,
just
yeah.
gotta sweat like a little bit harder
No,
to
you
make
gotta work.
that happen? You feel me?
No, bro. You
Like,
definitely
I mean-
gotta put some elbow grease. You gotta work.
Right,
Yeah,
like,
you
you
gotta
feel me?
say,
So,
my
I
kids,
mean-
my wife and my.
You feel me? Or is my child gonna be a little bit deformed, or like what is gonna happen if you save both?
Yeah.
That would have been my first question.
Is
Like, you feel me?
my child gonna have like Down syndrome or cerebral palsy or anything
Any
like
type
that?
of
Where the
deformity.
brain, like
Yeah, like what?
Or what? Yeah, what? They gonna
Like,
kill my
what-
wife gonna be fully like? Can you save them both? That's all
Or
I
is it a
want.
higher risk of losing them both if you try and save
I think
both?
that's.
like,
I think that'd be the case when it comes down to that shit.
Y'all niggas better do
Like-
your homework.
right.
Nah, facts.
Right.
Like,
Because 9 times out of 10, in those type
see,
of
y'all
scenarios,
about to make me get real deep right
Yeah, I'm
now.
just
but
saying,
nah,
bro.
listen,
Y'all better
fuck
do
it.
your goddamn
Fuck it.
homework.
Because
Let me-
like, nah, listen. Because 9 times out of 10, when we in those type of situations, us as Americans and us as a people, period, we take their word
Yeah, because we
for
don't.
what
That-
the fuck
that-
it is. Because
that-
they studied a little bit longer than
That's
we
the
did.
thing. Now, let me explain this. Now, us as
Fucking
Americans,
Ciroc brandy.
Shout out to
shout out to
Rock.
Ciroc. Now, us as Americans, right? Now, the doctors, as the American doctors, even the foreign doctors that come over here and become American doctors, they tend
Wait,
to
time
go.
out. We at Yale. Just throw that out there. We got
Right.
we at the
Top,
the top of the top.
Yeah,
like,
right. He's in the top 10. He is definitely top 5.
Top 5 at least.
Right. So, I mean, with that being said, we got something to talk about. So,
Hold on. We might have to make another trip.
so with these dudes coming in here, foreign doctors or Caucasian doctors, whatever being said, coming in here and not, I guess, putting their best foot forward. For one, I don't know why you take up. I mean, being a doctor, if you're not gonna try to save lives. But if there's a situation to where, I mean, it's either or. Like, now, I don't doubt there's a situation to where, you know, shit can be complicated. Either we can do this to save your baby, or we can do that to save
your
you.
wife. Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't doubt that. And if there's something to do to kind of save both of them,
They'll shoot for the odds.
Okay,
They
so-
shoot for the odds.
So
They,
my
they,
thing is, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
So my thing is, right? All right. So I cook, right?
Okay.
And not to really cook into doctors.
Right.
probably in some ways you can.
Yeah, you can.
It's two
Everything
totally
is
different
relatable. Yeah.
My nigga, if I could save this goddamn dish
Right.
and not throw this shit away, I'm
I'm
going to
saving.
work my fucking ass off to make sure that I don't waste this money, waste this product, waste
Right.
So I know doctors could do the same thing.
Right.
So my
Like I know you can save these.
Yeah.
two.
my question is this: if you cooking one dish to make two, and you know that you fucked up
On one.
on just in particular dish, that you can only make one dish on this one dish, like, I mean, would you still try to fight to make both dishes?
I like the way you make
Or
that
do
process
you
professional.
still try to perfect your
Talk
craft
that shit.
and make that best dish that you can?
Nah, I'm gonna still make it. I'm gonna still try to make it happen to get this.
It might be
get
small portions.
That's what we need.
It might
that
be
might not.
small
That might be what
portions.
we need though. Like we might not need a small portion of just one. We might need that big ass portion. So I'm gonna work my hardest, my nigga, to get the people what the
That's
fuck
what
they
the
want.
fuck I do.
And we the people. We want our wives. We want our
No,
kids.
right.
Right.
Now my only thing is this.
I like
Now,
this combo.
as
Ooh,
far as the
wee.
doctors, what if they go into the situation and say, all right, we can do one or the other. We can save the baby or we can save the wife. Now, if we try to save both, it's a possibility we can lose both.
We can lose both now. Ooh,
Now,
that's another.
right. What if you go to the situation, right? You say, hey, listen, doc, I ain't trying to lose my wife. I ain't trying to lose my baby. You go in there and you go in that shit. And you fight like you can fight, and then he end up fucking up, or not even fucking up, just like complications. Yeah, he just go through the shit, and then he can't make it for your wife and your daughter. Now
No. But did he try?
No, he tried. He
tried his hardest, my nigga. That's just me. Like
being selfish.
Like no. I'm not gonna be selfish. I'm gonna be selfish. This motherfucker ain't tried.
No, but
I'm probably with that.
No,
but he's saying
hold on. But if he tried his hardest,
John Q over here.
Look, that's exactly what's in my head. Like, what you mean, my kid? Sorry.
No. He tried his hardest, bro, to make both things work for you.
Yep.
Like I mean, but he told you that I can do one. Guaranteed. But to do both is a miracle.
Oh, so that's kind of selfish on our behalf then.
Yeah.
Now, to choose.
So if you tell me you shoot the odds, like you got 2% for me to say both of them, or we got 100%, I'm gonna say one of them.
Pick one.
And you shoot for the 2%. This ain't time to be at the casino,
At the
bro.
casino, nah. We ain't shooting craps, motherfucker.
That's my question.
Yeah. So now,
that's.
I got 2 point of views. The reason why I bring up the thought of saving both is because I mean I lost a child. Like, you feel me? When I was a teenager, I mean I was supposed to have a son, and he ended up being born, but his lungs wasn't developed and all that, so he ended up passing away. Like, you feel me? But the question was posed then, like, is there anything we can do? Like, can you put him in an incubator? Can you do anything to let him develop?
His hospital for a lot longer.
You feel me? Like, I don't care if he got to stay here the whole first year of his life.
Whatever.
Like, what has to be done? Nothing can be done. It's a wrap. Like, all right, I can't do nothing but live with the fact that I had a son, I lost him. Like, you feel me?
Right.
Mom Dukes, on the other hand, was on her deathbed, and it was like, yo, listen, so much shit was going on with Mom Dukes. They was like, yo, listen, we could chop off her 2 legs, you know what I mean, and try to restabilize her. And 98% of the chances she not gonna make it. You feel
98%.
98% of the chances
That's
she
only
ain't gonna make
a
it.
2% chance you don't make it.
That she will make it.
Why put your mom through that?
No, that she will.
Listen,
90% chance that she will make it.
No, 98% she won't make it. She won't make it.
It's only a 2% chance that she will make it.
Right, because what it was she had a blood clot in her heart. Like, you feel me? So there was like, I was like, yo, doc, come on. Like, I mean, I sat the doctor down. I was like, yo, listen, I'm not trying to hear pull a plug. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. Like, you feel me? What we got to do to save her? Like, you feel me? And it was like, I was like, yo, can you do the open heart surgery, remove the blood clot? They was like, yo, listen, because she's been sick for so long, it's an infection in her blood. And I mean, if we remove that, the infection gonna attack her so quick. By the time we get her off of the shit to put her antibiotics on her, she gone. We can remove her legs. We can do all this other extra shit. She gone.
So my thing
she
is,
gone.
I know these doctors could do so fucking much, Brody. They was putting Michael Jackson to sleep with the shit that we go under.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
these doctors can do whatever the fuck they really want, to be honest with you.
Right,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, and if they actually want to do their homework, and they could go, people can figure this shit out. I'm telling you, man. Like,
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, like, people.
Dr. Sebi.
Sebi. I was
Brody, I'm about to say, listen.
He cured AIDS.
He cured AIDS, and he tried to kill
a bunch of different.
And he went to court and shit. And
like, I mean,
Brody, come on, man. Like, and he's a black dude.
But you know what? That's the point that me and Cooley made previously among this time in our podcast.
That's okay. We're gonna stop King.
Shout out to Sarah.
Don't worry about King.
But like the fact that they don't want to cure us, they want to just treat it though.
They want to treat it. They want to treat it. That's it. They don't want cures. So they got cures for everything. I know they do. Like, you can't tell me y'all don't.
Yo, Magic Johnson been alive forever with HIV.
You crazy as a motherfucker. You try to tell me that he ain't get the goddamn cure.
That money is there.
That money is there.
It's just like the last episode we was talking about the drugs. Like, if they see it valuable to put you on these drugs and keep you walking zombie enough to fucking profit off of you, and then they know you inevitably gonna they'll do that shit. Like, you feel me? Like, in that situation my mom do, so I bring that shit up because I gave the doctor the 3rd degree. I probably gave him the hardest time, probably a harder time than he would have trying to save my mom's life. Like, you feel me? Like, that shit, we don't do that though. Like, we usually don't do that. They're not used to facing those things.
Motherfuckers hear what they say and be like,
right, he turned chili pepper red.
Said, no,
and
nigga,
started
I know
like,
you can do
like
that.
yeah, like my nigga, like really started sweating, like really being pressed, my nigga, like full court press on you, like
They don't get pressed, and that's what I mean,
don't.
and that's why I try to bring it to cooking. So like, doctors don't get pressed. Like motherfuckers will press you about their food before they press a goddamn
Right,
doctor.
yo.
Oh, my chicken ain't done. Bitch, did you got to go? Like, how's your physical? Like, they saying, like, yeah, your kidney. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's figure this shit out. Like, let's figure all this real shit out.
My
Like,
nigga said, how was your physical?
how's your physical? You
Yo,
worry about my
you know
chicken.
a lot of things, a lot
Alright,
of times,
how's your
I feel like
physical,
it be, in our
Yo, he
cases,
killed me.
excuse me,
Yo,
God
my
damn, I
bad.
can't kick this shit. Yo, a lot of
Yo, he
cases,
just killed
I mean,
me,
we be minorities, so, I mean, a lot of us got, Husky insurance, state insurance, and-
Right.
Dumb shit.
Yeah. So when the doctor
shit that
look-
get us by,
Right.
And they look at it and go, oh, they only got.
right, just to get us by, like
Right.
they don't got sicko,
Right.
They ain't
like-
got that whole
yeah, like-
policy.
right, yeah. So I mean, they ain't paying for shit.
Niggas
They
talking
ain't paying for shit.
So I mean,
So I'm gonna treat them like they ain't paying for shit. But if
Right.
they got paying for shit, they will get the top goddamn treatment.
And I think that's
why?
what that's what
'Cause
doctors do.
They're gonna get the check
It's like-
regardless. They're
No,
gonna
yeah.
get the check regardless.
But at the same time, the insurance pay the doctor or pay the god damn
hospital.
hospital.
I'm
God
saying,
damn.
insurance pays it,
Yeah. So the insurance pay the hospital. You know what I
Hospital
mean?
pay the
So
doctor.
right. So but the doctor he can get paid more if he got someone with private insurance.
Right.
Or rather than someone with state insurance.
So
So
listen,
why not?
Despite his hiccups, I hope y'all
Yeah,
listening.
yeah,
I'm listening. Once
So-
again, despite, please don't.
Yeah.
Don't listen to
Take
the
heed
hiccups.
to
Don't
what
let the
the
hiccups stop me from listening to what he, my man, is saying.
Please
Get
don't.
these jewels right now.
It's the Ciroc. It's the Ciroc. So
A pint of Henny.
probably. No, I mean the doctors ain't really concerned with treating you long term if they ain't paying long term.
Oh yeah.
So I mean if your Husky insurance is only paying for this,
This, that.
Right.
That's
They
it.
only gonna
That's
take
all
care
you
of
gonna
that.
get. This,
That's-
and that.
that's it.
You ain't going no further.
so but if you got I mean a copay and I mean and your job is paying I mean most of the
80%
insurance
of that,
Mhm.
whatever.
yeah you gotta pay this and this. Like he ain't really worried about what you got to pay, but your job is paying
Majority of it.
majority.
Yeah.
And it's good insurance. It's
Right,
good.
right.
So
Alright, so so basically what Keem is saying is
piss me off. Excuse me, man. That fucking
so
hiccup.
you got basically state insurance
can't.
is gonna get you the minimum.
exactly.
It's
The
gonna get
minimum,
you
the
state
minimum,
treatment.
yeah, it's gonna get you state treatment because
Right.
you're gonna be like jail shit. Like, so
Right.
you getting jail type treatment,
We just gotta get him good enough to be able to walk around and say he good enough.
and he good.
That's
That's,
it.
it.
That's
That's it. Get him out of here, and he be like, he good. That's
Mhm.
it. That's it. But
Mhm.
if you got that shit that you pay for,
Yo, but that's why I said the John Q shit though, because that shit,
that shit
this
was-
was
that
funny.
was a
This shit was
real-
funny when I said it, and it was the point because of what the point Jonesy was making. But that shit is mad educational. If you really dissect that movie, he's showing you basically like, yo, if you don't have the insurance and some major shit happens to you in life, you are gonna be on the bottom of the totem pole. You're gonna be treated as if
as
you're
if
at
you,
the
I don't give a
like
fuck
you
if
the gum
need
under
a
the
heart,
fucking
a
desk.
kidney, or whatever.
Right,
What
yo. They're
what
gonna
your insurance
put you
look
last
like?
priority. Like, you know what I mean? Your insurance is basically your VIP pass to do whatever the fuck need to be done with your health, like, period. So if you're not taking care of your insurance, they're not gonna be worried about what the fuck going on with you.
No, they
You know
don't.
what I mean? Unless if it's something small and they could probably save your life.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Then,
Look,
then
I cut my finger over the summer.
mm-hmm.
That was nothing. That was nothing. They sewed my shit back up.
Oh yeah, we get
I'm
him in,
good.
get him
yeah,
out.
Yeah, we can get him in, get him out.
Right,
Like, a little
right.
surgery. Yeah, we good.
Right.
But let this happen, like me cutting some major shit. Like,
Right.
oh no, it might have been a little different story.
Yeah, like that shit
Might have
is
been a different story.
shit is crazy. Just the climate. This shit all goes. I know it's crazy to go all the way back to the episode where we was talking about drugs, but this shit fits right in that subject. Like
That's why I wanted to come up here, to be honest with you.
it's a
that whole
different.
episode about drugs got me.
It's a
wanting to come
different.
up here.
It's a different. They look at it differently. Like you feel me? When it's some street shit that they really can't get no guap on, they're like, yo, fuck it. We gotta go. It's war on that. That's why it was the war on drugs. Like you feel me? They couldn't get in and capitalize and get bread off it. Like you feel me? The
That's
little
why
bit of
legalizing weed.
you feel me?
Why everybody's
Right, and
people
that's
don't
why-
understand this shit's about the weed's about to be legalized everywhere.
Yeah,
because
well, our
So
state.
now, now they could
If y'all-
control it.
If
but
y'all
I can't
didn't know,
control
our
it.
state next year will be
Will
legalized.
be legalized.
But
Will be
listen,
legalized.
the fucking thing about weed is, excuse me, it hasn't cured or caused no overdoses
No.
or.
But you know how much
It's-
shit is
but
done
it's-
cured?
Mm-hmm.
Right, no.
Like yo, you could give a child that has like
Damn, just fucking hiccup.
You better drink up, man.
not
Bro,
cerebral
I'm
palsy,
taking-
autism.
Taking a little sips of fucking.
Now you making some water, girl.
Bro,
Yeah,
listen.
yeah.
Yeah, you need about
Yeah, I got a whole thing, a whole pack of waters over
That ain't
there.
gonna do it.
Right. Nah, but what I,
But what I was about to say, even like if you give a child something with a child that
CBD?
has you give them CPD oils and all that
Yeah.
shit, like that shit actually cured, like
Yeah.
it's not cured, but it
the
helps them,
seizures
like,
and
you know
all
what I'm
that shit,
saying? All that
from-
shit, all that
from,
shit.
from them certain
ain't-
illnesses and shit.
Ain't your child not getting high, your child's not.
And if anything, the
then
CBD is the thing that makes you relax.
relax.
It makes you calm down. It's a body. It's a body.
Listen, we
high.
can have a drug. Listen. We can have a drug conversation part 3 if y'all want to.
Oh yeah,
next
no,
week.
we have to. We have to.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely-
Kibra.
definitely-
Yeah, I'm around.
Kibra?
Yeah. No, I'm coming with Kibra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta
I mean,
get Kibra
facts,
up
man.
here.
Oh, facts.
You feel me? But,
we definitely get you back up here just
Just
on
cause.
understanding.
This
Nah, I
shit,
like this
the
shit.
vibe,
Yeah,
the vibe is,
yeah,
the vibe is
I
there.
like
Definitely.
that.
What I was gonna say to all everybody that was trapping back in the '90s and the early 2000s, I remember paying $500 for an O. With this shit being
Oh,
legalized,
I remember that.
you better.
I remember that. Hop on
better
the
get
train
that-
real quick. Hold on, bro. We ain't gonna talk that time.
Right.
I'm just saying, if you remember paying $500 for an O, get ready to pay that $500 for an O. You know what I mean? Just it's going back to those
Nah,
prices.
facts. Hell yeah. Taxes. Yeah.
Right, this shit-
They about to make this shit
alone.
legalized. Yeah. So
bro.
what you think?
But that's what they thinking. Like, know what I mean, niggas. I ain't gonna put all prices on what niggas is getting it for now. But niggas, when this shit get legalized, we're gonna have to go back to that because they like, yo, if they was making a killing at that price and then they chopped it down,
On the
now we can
streets.
only
He was
imagine.
making that killing on the streets.
Right, you feel me? And that's why it was a war on it because it wasn't legalized. They couldn't
Only
tax
don't
it. They
get
couldn't
my
do.
nut.
When you talk to my name,
right. You don't get money.
look, no name. We ain't talking about no name. I'm just saying.
Hey.
Don't get my nigga.
Don't I get my prices. We go.
My nigga with my prices know who my nigga with my prices is.
Right.
You lay low, my nigga. You play this shit smart.
Yeah.
Until, never mind. You know what? I almost
No,
said
we gonna stop. No, we gonna stop right there.
Yeah.
We gonna stop right there.
Yeah,
We gonna
'cause
stop
I-
right there.
But we definitely need to get that interview in though.
Yeah, Kibra, Ken of Health.
That shit powerful.
I
right
mean, Ken of Health. I mean, Kibra. I don't know if you listen or know about the podcast.
I'm gonna
but
tag
if-
her. I'm gonna tag her in this.
Yeah,
Alright.
definitely.
appreciate
We
that.
definitely
I'm gonna
need
tag her.
you up here to, I mean, share the love. Let us know, educate us a little bit. I mean, because we know from our level of knowing, but I know you know.
She
You
know.
feel me?
Nah, facts,
You
facts.
know. Like, I mean, so yeah. Shout out to you. Also, shout out to 631 Middletown Ave, Middletown
Definitely gotta
Cafe.
get that done.
Ski ball and a whole squad over there. And I mean, if you bartend, if you security, I don't give a fuck what you do over there. If you a part of that motherfucking building,
Shouts out.
if you're a part of that motherfucking building,
Shouts
shouts out
out.
to you. I mean,
Shouts out to you.
it's shouts out to you. I mean, if you ever been over
631
there,
Middletown Avenue.
you feel me? Middletown Cafe, New Haven, Connecticut. If you're looking for a good time, go over there.
I think I
man.
used to work across the street from that junk at a group home.
Yeah, that
Word,
shit
word,
is.
word.
I'm just saying.
It was called something else back
It
in
was-
the day, right?
it used to be the old Poor John's.
Poor John's.
Poor
Yeah,
John.
Poor
Yeah,
John's,
right.
yeah.
So yeah, so my
Yeah.
job used to be right across the street from that. I'm just
But
like,
yeah, if you're looking for a good time, no matter what day of the week it is, no matter what sporting event is going on, no
It's
matter
always a
what's
good time
going on,
of year, yeah.
always a fucking good time, always great vibes. They fuck with us because we fuck with them. Know what I mean, and vice versa. But 631 Middletown Ave, Middletown Cafe, that's the place to be, no matter what day it is. But anyway, know what I mean? Yeah, man.
You done pay some bills.
I had to real
You had to
quick.
pay
You
some
feel me?
bills.
I had to, cause I think we was getting a little too heavy. We was a little obese.
Nah,
We probably going a little deep. They was like, hold on,
we was
these
probably a
niggas out
little
here.
too obese for some of these.
Look, they said, hold on, they got the new nigga up there right now. These
Yeah.
niggas up here drinking. Like, yeah, they out here.
Never a situation where it's too
But
heavy.
it's too deep. Nah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
they said this
It's
nigga-
always a conversation.
Yeah.
Everything's always a conversation.
Yeah.
They said this
Right,
nigga
alley
Jonesy.
down.
This nigga Jonesy
Man,
here. They gotta
listen,
get this
man.
nigga off the
Nah,
podcast. He
nah,
just
listen.
got on it.
This ain't my first or last time. It's my
Right.
last time on this shit.
Right.
Nah, you
Definitely.
definitely gonna be back over
Definitely.
there. I
Definitely.
promise you that.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man. So I don't know. We ain't concluding it. We still got some time up this motherfucker. So
yeah.
don't lose us. Don't go to the next episode. Not just yet. But yeah, man. I would definitely look for a way to save both. If they can't save both, I mean, because I never gave a definitive answer, so I guess I gotta go back to it.
No, absolutely.
I would go with saving my wife. Yo. I would. I mean, I
definitely
know.
would
I
too.
know.
That's what I was saying too. I agree
Yeah,
with you.
I
Like,
would-
definitely, but if I could go with save them both, or,
My mind was gonna save the child first, but then listening to, like, as we talking, listening to the reasoning and listening to all of that. Not to say that, I mean, I'm quick and easy to sacrifice my child or say my child is just a give up and go. I mean, go. It's just that, I mean, I've been in that situation. So speaking from experience, like, I mean, it just, it's not
no-brainer.
easier. It's not even easier to deal with because the person I lost the child with, I'm not even with no more. So that was a question I was gonna ask you. Like, what if the marriage don't even work out after that? Like, you feel me?
okay. So remember when I said, so what if it happens again?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now that be, I mean,
The overthinking
the
shit. I do the same shit.
So now like the wife and you
Because
got clashing
she
because
cause
she think this and you think this.
She's
and this
still
and that,
she's
and
still
then-
gonna go through a period
Post-traumatic.
of yeah
Post-traumatic.
exactly. She's
Post-traumatic.
still gonna
She
go
going
through the
through that.
depression. She's still gonna go through the why did you save me and not
Instead
save the
of- instead of
baby. It's still
And
gonna
I
be
can't have one. I
arguments.
can't have another one now.
Right, yo. It's gonna be the distance. It's gonna be, I mean, and that's what ended up happening with me in my situation. Like, you feel me? And it wasn't nothing that she did. It wasn't nothing that I did. It was just
It was
what happened. Like, you feel
emotions
me?
and feelings and
And
shit, yeah.
we really didn't have a decision in it. It was gonna happen regardless, but we just grew apart from that point. Like, you feel me?
Was that the breaking point?
It wasn't like we
The
tried
whole
to.
breaking point, but
Right, because so that whole weekend for me was crazy because I mean, not to take it off of the subject, but so just to give y'all a little insight. So that day, I mean, my son passed. She came home 2 days later, and my father died in my arms. The paramedics brought him back, and she was there to witness all of that shit. Like, you feel me? And all of that shit just drove her. Like, she
No, it
wasn't
was
the
too
same
much.
person.
No, yeah,
period.
it was-
After
it was-
that,
it was a lot.
like the love for me is to this day is still
it's
there.
still there.
It's
but
still
she
there,
couldn't-
but
she
she
couldn't
just
deal
can't.
with it. She couldn't
Can't.
deal with it.
Can't.
Losing
And
that
I
child and then watching you lose
100% respect that woman. I 100% understand. Like, you feel me? But it's just the fact that even after going through that, and it was her and not the child. You feel me? And we still grew apart. That was what was playing in my mind, being in that situation before. Like, you feel me? Like, you don't know what's gonna happen either way. You don't know if you're gonna be a great dad and that child not gonna grow up to be something super excellent in the
That's
world.
what I'm saying. Like, you
or
could
if
rebuild that. You could say that you're gonna rebuild that right there again, but you might not never rebuild
Right.
that.
You
Nigga.
feel
You
me?
might have Obama. You
You
never
feel me?
know, nigga. Like, you
feel
saying,
me?
like.
Facts.
No. So, but
Or
it's just
Dr.
one of those.
Sebi.
It's just one. Dr. Sebi, you saying you never know, man. You might have one of these
Like, I
these
just
great.
speaking from, I mean, my feet being wet a little bit in that situation. I mean, that's what I was thinking. Like, I mean, but I would rather.
So, my fault.
No. I was saying that I would rather have or be faced with the opportunity
Yeah, both of them.
to get both of them, or just be able to recreate. Because, I mean, I just
You can always recreate.
you could recreate. I don't. You know what?
You
I'm
can
not even gonna do
recreate
that.
to the
I'm not even
point,
gonna do that.
to
You
the-
know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just say it's a toss up, bro. I don't
No,
know.
it's a total. You
I
gotta
don't
no.
know.
Actually, you know what? No. What we gonna say?
I think
You
I
gotta
should-
go through that shit.
Yeah,
You gotta
go through that
be in that situation to say
be able to make that
exactly
decision.
what the fuck you gonna do.
Yeah, because I honestly,
Because if we sitting up here
I
saying like,
can't-
oh yeah,
I would.
I'll do this,
And then the
but
shit happens,
when that situation presents
Like,
you,
you don't know how you will
No,
what you
react.
really gonna do?
No, I absolutely agree with y'all. Like, I mean, you don't know what you're gonna get, and
That's crazy.
you don't know what
Right?
what the
Goddamn,
future
I
holds
fuck
as
with
far
y'all
as
niggas, man. We doing this shit tomorrow, nigga. Fuck.
Grown-up talk,
We do this
grown-up
shit-
talk
we do this shit every day.
But at the same time, like, so now you fucked me up with that concept as far as, I mean, what if you don't, if you let the baby go and you save your wife and then shit don't work out and then, I mean, what do? Like, then
At least I have my baby, like I'm saying, like,
Right.
my baby gonna love me forever.
Right. Unconditional love.
So now,
That kind of got me conflicted.
Decision. What you say earlier?
Yeah.
What you say earlier? Cooley?
Decisions.
Decisions. Everybody gotta make them.
Right.
At
Who's
one
to
point
say
in
they're right or
time.
wrong?
At one point in
We
time,
just
you gotta
gotta
make
make 'em
decisions,
know.
bro.
And the tough part about it is living with the decision that you made.
That you made.
Period,
Mhm.
yo. Period.
And being able to like grasp the
Yeah,
decision
because
that you made. Like,
yeah, because
live with
if
that
you
shit.
choose the child, now you gotta raise that child, explaining what happened,
Mhm.
and
And hopefully that child don't resent you
for
like
making
not
that
having
decision.
They never met their mother.
But then the mother gonna resent you.
But now the mother is in the grave resenting you, or
you didn't
because
choose the child.
yeah, facts. Because the mother's alive and she's like, damn, we don't have our child here.
You think on my son's birthday I don't get an inbox? He would have been this year's old.
No.
I'm just
listen,
saying, like,
All right, so
speaking-
is that a See, I'm sorry. So do you take that as like disrespect or
No, because I celebrate.
y'all both do that together, right?
Like,
Okay,
we-
no.
It just, I mean, say if she was coming from a place of resentment,
Mm-hmm.
oh, you made that decision, so he would have been this year's old. It was a decision me and her couldn't make.
We couldn't
So
make
she
it.
just hit me up like, yo,
You know,
it would have been 16 years this year.
Homie,
Literally,
sure, it would have been a
16
girl or
years.
boy?
It would have been a boy.
A boy.
16
Homie,
years.
yeah,
16 years this year.
And the thing
That's
was
crazy.
that I remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
wait,
remember it
I'm
was
sorry.
yesterday.
I'm sorry. So what's the difference between abortions?
I'm against them. I'm against them if it was consensual sex. If it was rape and you was forced to be pregnant, or out of the rape you became pregnant, and we talked about this before, the
Okay, I'm
decision
sorry.
is
I
yours.
gotta go back.
Ultimately-
Look. How
ultimately-
many episodes
We
is
got
that?
this is gonna be 55.
Oh damn! I got a lot of homework to do.
So my stance on that is, if it's consensual sex and we both agree and that's the outcome, I'm against the abortion. If it's rape and you was forcefully impregnated, I'm against it. You feel me? I'm for it if it's consensual, against it if it's rape.
Facts.
Ultimately, it's up to the woman.
The woman.
No, and me personally, I feel like it's ultimately up to
Yo.
the woman.
These vibes right now, I'm sorry. These are some of the illest vibes we ever had.
in a while now.
Yeah.
But me personally, I'm against abortions as well.
Me too.
I
I'm
don't
definitely
really
against them.
go with abortions and shit.
But if Shorty,
right,
like you said, it's her body, man.
Yeah.
It's her body.
If she agrees to do that, and at the same time, because I've been in this situation where as though Shorty, she got an abortion, and like she told me like right before, I guess before the abortion, I guess I could have stopped it, and she tell me this to this day.
No, you could have stopped it. Just don't tell me that.
Right.
No. Don't do that to me, man. Don't do that to me. You, it's your body, man. Like, nah, come on, man. Don't do that to me. I don't want it to happen.
Right.
Like,
But
if I
that's the
tell you
thing.
no, then I'm looking like an asshole.
Right.
That's the thing. Like, me personally, I just wasn't at the point to where
You had that.
I wasn't ready.
No, it don't make sense, bro. I had an abortion when I was in high school. Well, I didn't have an abortion.
Like,
Shorty had an abortion in high school, right? So my seed would have been the same age as my nephew
Okay.
in college right now.
Wow.
I don't even know how the fuck I would have dealt with that shit. Like I say, with a college kid right now.
See,
I don't
my
know.
whole stance on it.
No.
My whole stance on it is even down to the decision. God don't make no mistakes.
No, God don't.
You feel me? So if the decision goes
written.
through,
No, everything's written too.
You
Like
feel me?
everything's already written. Like we don't even know that we have a whole thing written
this guy, man,
on our
This guy
whole
right
life, my nigga.
you
Like,
returning soon.
like,
Just to
I
let you
swear to
know,
God,
clear
like,
up the schedule.
we don't even know how our life is gonna turn out.
Bruh,
but
listen.
this shit's already written.
right.
I'm
Yo,
sorry. Go ahead.
Listen, no.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was. He was saying that for me to say this.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry.
He don't make no mistakes. Know what I mean, it was written for her to decide either way. Know what I mean, it was written for that child's life to turn out the way that child's life was gonna be, so on and so forth. Know what I mean, I just stand on the fact that I don't believe in it, but his mission is his plan way more in detail than any plan we got. Like
not
from
the
period.
throw a loop and everything, or throw a wrench and everything.
Or her plan, whatever you feel God is.
That's what I'm about to say. Like,
Yeah.
yo, what if got a female? Like, know what I mean? 'Cause
Well,
me
facts.
personally, I
We
kind of
need
feel
to have
like
this conversation.
I feel like if
Brody, we can come back tomorrow. I'm telling
I
y'all,
feel
man.
like-
Listen,
Yo,
we
listen.
can get
God would be a female, like, know what I mean? Me
I be
personally,
thinking that shit
Mother
sometimes
Earth.
too. Like
I
you
just think,
saying,
I just think that like God would be a female, then
To be so
rather than a
nurturing,
male.
so
Like,
caring, so
so
like,
like,
listen,
like you said, so
in the,
nurturing,
yeah,
so
in the beginning of the
caring.
time, like the females were kings.
Mother, your mom,
Yeah.
your
They was
mom right
kings.
now. Like you
Yeah.
saying.
So know what I mean, yeah, you have female kings. So if that's possible, know what I mean, who's to say if the male culture or the male race didn't, know what I mean?
I did not
Yeah,
expect
I'm sorry. Yeah,
Change it over.
Deja
I mean, I
vu.
did
Deja,
this
wait,
episode.
I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
my
I'm
fault,
sorry.
my fault,
No,
my
I'm
fault.
sorry.
That's
Deja vu.
That's just
And
what
deja
I-
vu is
okay,
crazy because
okay.
I just seen.
That's
Like, I
just-
used to be, we used to have
yeah.
this whole. We
That's
ain't
just
never
what
really
I'm-
talk about
Right,
this
right,
shit. So I'm
right,
going,
right,
like,
right.
This
what
shit
the
is
fuck? I feel like
epic.
we just talked about this shit.
Yo, you know
We
what?
did?
This
That
shit was
means if
written.
we're gonna talk about it again.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it again.
That's
This shit was written, yo.
Nah, that's
It's-
it.
And
it's-
this was written. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Everything
this
that we
shit-
go through in life is written, my nigga.
Y'all don't even know the behind the scenes on this, but this shit right here that's happening is so crazy to me right now.
Yeah, that's a good
But
vibe.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end it like this.
So we gonna cut y'all niggas off right now. So say, come back to the next episode, and y'all get the rest of our.
That's it. That's it.
Yo.
Tune in next time for us.
You feel me? Listen, what I'm gonna do is I need y'all to take this away from this episode. You feel me?
Okay.
Decisions.
My favorite part of the episode.
Decisions. They are to be made
Decisions.
and they are to be lived with. Who are we to determine if they're the right decision?
Can't
The-
judge.
the fuck. Shout out to Ciroc. If they're the right decision or the wrong
Or the wrong
decision. All you have to know is that no matter which way you decide at that fork in the road, you're going to have to live with it.
I'm about to say either whatever decision you choose in life, bad or good, you gotta live with it.
The outcome
You
is
gotta live
what
with
the
it. You gotta
outcome
live with
is.
it.
So,
I can
scan.
tell about my decision, bro. You already know how my shit get deep, my nigga. Like I don't want to jail.
We can do a
no type
decision
of
part
crazy
two.
shit. Like
We could do a decision
I
part
chose to
two.
drive it. You know what I'm saying? Like, come
Nah,
on, man.
right,
Like, you know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, decisions, my nigga.
Yeah,
like,
we
it's
can
decisions.
We could definitely do a
It's
part
serious,
two.
my nigga.
But listen. I need y'all to understand that we are not telling y'all not to make decisions.
Oh,
we are
no,
just
no,
telling
no,
y'all.
listen. We not
pay
picking
attention.
choosing nobody life. Like, no. This is your life. You choose. You
These
live
are
it the
just
way you want to
our
live it.
opinions.
It's our opinions.
That's it.
Who gives a fuck about our opinions?
Just-
Hopefully, y'all do. Y'all take
Right.
it into. Like,
You know,
but-
4,000, 5,000 downloads in. I hope y'all give a fuck about our
Oh shit! I didn't know
opinions.
they had that.
Yeah.
Hold on, cause y'all might fuck around and care about our decisions. Hold on, time out. Let me take that back.
Yo, listen. So listen, look. When decisions are presented to you, just look at the full scale, the big picture, and make your decision upon what you feel is going to be appropriate for your life.
That's it.
I am Coolie Man. You can find me everywhere under the name of Coolie Man. If you can't find me there, you can find me under anything Grown Ups Talk.
Time out. Well, I'm Jonesy242 on Instagram. I'm Tyrone Jones on goddamn Facebook. Like, however y'all want to do it. Like, I'm around, man. Y'all
Alright. It's just your boy AK the Chief signing off, checking out. And you already know my motto, like, share, and follow.
Right.
If you didn't do it,
Do it.
again.
do it. Like and
Tell a friend. And
Tell a
do it
friend, tell a
again.
friend.
That's what I'm here
It'll
for.
be good.
yeah,
You put this on the backboard. I'm
Hey,
Don't
done
worry,
with it.
no, don't worry about King. Don't worry about King. Don't worry. Listen, don't worry about King.
Anything's possible tonight.
Anything's
Listen,
possible tonight.
listen.
Ciroc and Henny is definitely
right. I'm feeling good tonight.
Situation.
So if you can't find me anywhere on Grown Ups Talk, you definitely find me anywhere on Grown Ups Talk. So
That's what I'm. That was the other shit. No. Hey, I thought you were about to put your whole shit out there. So,
Nah,
you
nah,
can't
nah.
find me on. You can find me. You can still find me on that shit. Like
That's it,
I like
that's
that.
it.
I like that.
Hey yo, listen, man. If y'all done with this episode, go to the next one. Download, share, tell a friend, tell your mama, your daddy, your uncle, your cousin, anybody. I don't give a fuck. Just let motherfuckers know we out here.
Grown
It's
Ups
grown
Talk
ups talk,
Podcast.
baby.
Grandma listen too. I'm just throw that out.